A river seems like a magic thing, magic, moving, living part of the earth itself. The Euphrates is considered to be the longest and one of the most historically significant rivers of Western Asia. With its origins being in Turkey, a number of living organisms thrive in this heavenly river. But recently, scientists have made a discovery that indicates the presence of something terrible in the Euphrates. Something so terrible that'll definitely shock you. In this video, we'll be looking at the historical background of the Euphrates and the latest shocking discoveries under the water. The Euphrates is a river body that flows through Syria and Iraq to join the Tigris in the Shatt al-Arab, which then empties into the Persian Gulf. The Shatt al-Arab connects the Euphrates and the Tigris with the Persian Gulf, and the length of it is estimated to be approximately 145 to 195 kilometers. Along with the river Tigris, the Euphrates is one of the two defining rivers of Mesopotamia, or commonly known as the land between the rivers. As we move in detail when it comes to this river, it emerges from the confluence of the Karasu, which is also known as the Western Euphrates, and the Miratsu, or the Eastern Euphrates, which is about 10 kilometers upstream from the town of Kaban in Turkey. The rivers are known to originate in the Taurus Mountains in southeast Turkey. This is where tons of alpine snow melt into the river. Climate change. Climate change is something that has been affecting this river's water system. The river systems are currently facing low water flow, and being one of the most inhabited regions, this is not child's play. This river has witnessed modifications throughout time, and we have evidence. Archaeologists have found proof that supports ancient drought, flooding, and desalination in the river channels. The truth is that the land is rapidly running out of resources, and regions which have been formerly known to be home to both people and animals are now evolving into desert land. The history. History has proven the uses of this river, and even now the Euphrates provides water for irrigation, agricultural growth, and industrial applications. Sounds like an entire economy is dependent on this river. This river is indeed crucial when it comes to the welfare of all countries where its water reaches. Well, countries like Syria, Turkey, and Iraq began making attempts at controlling water resources in the 1960s. The fact is that they had to use the rivers frequently, and this required the construction of modernized water development projects on the Euphrates River. When the project commenced, the entire construction focused on reducing the impact of river flooding. All the countries were evolving and change was taking place. Growing countries means growing populations, and this would increase the need for water. Well, people soon moved on to hydropower, and they were busy making initiatives related to drinking water. The drought and the discoveries. A severe drought in Iraq implies a curse for farmers, but is a boon for archaeologists in the country who will definitely benefit from it. Want to know how? Just because the rivers were drying up and the drought became harsh, a plethora of archaeological sites were discovered. In short, an entire ocean of opportunities came across archaeologists, and they were indeed going to reap the benefits. The Provincial Department for Antiquities in Anbar, led by Ratib Ali al-Kubaisa, believes that the beginning of civilization had taken place initially in Anbar on the Euphrates River. He stated, "Everyone thought that Anbar was only a desert with no historical importance. But we discovered that this area is one of the most important archaeological areas in all of Iraq. This part of Iraq was the first to be settled." Ratib had said that there had been 75 archaeological sites that had been partially excavated before the area was flooded. They believed that they ran the gamut of civilizations from 3000 BC to the Sumerian and Roman periods. He also said that ancient Jewish settlements were also submerged in the same area. He had explained that they kneel next to what looked like an old stone wall with shards of pottery everywhere. Ratib says that he believes it to be a Roman-era irrigation ditch. When we excavated this area decades ago, this was all buried underneath the soil, but the receding waters uncovered it. Ratib also expressed his worries that this place is quite vulnerable. Ratib worries if this area will be looted as just 10 guards protect these priceless archaeological sites. He said the area is rich with things. You can find jewelry, coins, and documents. All these things are temptations for professional thieves. Since there was a drought, the fishermen along with the commoners sunk into poverty. The river level is very low. It's the lowest it has ever been that we can remember. Says fisherman Saad Naji. It's frightening. The fishermen have no work anymore. The river is described to be only 3 to 4 feet deep. He explained that strange structures jut out of the water, and the looting which takes place there is confined to the local people, who are not aware of the value of the things they have taken. About a year ago, when the water started to recede, these artifacts began to show up. We began looking around the area and we found clay jars and old bones, coins, and even some gold jewelry, he says. The Mittani Empire. Now, let us move on to a further discovery that was made by a group of German and Kurdish archaeologists. They had uncovered a 3,400-year-old Mittani Empire-era city which was once located on the Tigris River. Zakiku was believed to be an important center in the Mittani Empire, and this extensive city with a palace and several other large buildings might be it. The archaeologists and other workers excavated the walls of a magnificent building in the ancient city, which is interpreted to be a storage building of the Mittani Empire. The huge magazine building is of particular importance because enormous quantities of goods must have been stored in it, probably brought from all over the region, says Ivana Pulis. Hassan Qasim concludes, the excavation results show that the site was an important center in the Mittani Empire. What made the research team startled was the well-preserved state of the walls, which sometimes had a height of several meters. The discovery of 5 ceramic vessels that contained an archive of over 100 cuneiform tablets was indeed astonishing. They date to the Middle Assyrian period, which was shortly after the earthquake disaster that struck the city. Did you know that several clay tablets could be in the form of letters? And they still remain in their clay envelopes. The researchers have high hopes that this discovery will provide some striking information about how the Mittani period city had come to a conclusion and how the Assyrian rule in the region began. We're looking forward to that. Peter Falsner said, "It is close to a miracle that cuneiform tablets made of unfired clay survived so many decades underwater." Due to the unbelievable drowning in the country of Iraq, a metropolis erupted from the waters of the Mosul Reserve. This was an enormous metropolis that consisted of palaces and many other buildings which are considered to have been a strategic point in the Mittani Empire. Iraq remains to be one of the countries which are affected by global climate change. Vast amounts of water had been drained from the Mosul Dam to prevent it from drying out. This led to the reappearance of a Bronze Age city that had been submerged decades ago. Sounds like it's straight out of Hollywood. It is located at Qumran in the Kurdistan region of Iraq. The researchers quickly completed the mapping of the city, and in addition to the palace which had already been documented during a short campaign in the year 2018, several other larger buildings were also uncovered. This included a massive fortification consisting of walls and towers, a monumental, multi-story storage building, and an industrial complex. Did you know that the extensive urban complex goes a long way back to the time of the Empire of Mittani, which is estimated to be between 1550 and 1350 BC? Things here are much deeper than science and could lead us to the past when human civilizations were just beginning to form. The Euphrates really has something terrifying to tell, and it's just a matter of time until scientists, or maybe archaeologists, help us reveal the secrets that flow through this river. So, what do you think about the Euphrates? What more terrifying things are you expecting as this river dries up? We'll meet again in another video, and until then, goodbye, fellas.